Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here. And if you remember, OPPO released the Find X6 Pro last year, and it was one of my favorite cameras to take pictures with throughout the year. I got some really good shots, especially with the zoom lens on it. So I'm really excited. They just sent over the new Find X7 Ultra, so they replaced the Pro name with Ultra. OPPO has partnered with Hasselblad with their camera system, and this camera system looks really good. I'm super excited to take some pictures with it. But now, I want to take a quick look at the device. We'll see what comes in the box. Of course, get some hands-on with it. This phone has, all the latest flagship specs that you come to expect. Anyways, let's go ahead and open it up and get started. This is the new Find X7 Ultra from OPPO. Let's peel the plastic off. I'm actually not sure which color that they did send over, so we will find that out together. Opening the box. Inside, right at the top, standard booklets. Yep, SIM ejection tool booklets and some information about the device. Plus, I believe we got the blue then. It does come with a case, which is really nice to see. Looks like open spot for the left side here, and there's that big camera module. Excited to see it. Now, here we go. Yes, this is the blue model. We're gonna set it to the side for just a second. Also, 4 cameras on the back. This is a quad camera system. And finally, you have your charging cable, USB Type A to USB Type C, plus an included charging brick via USB Type A, and you'll see it is 100 watts of charging, which is crazy fast. And onto the Find X7 Ultra. Let's peel this sticker on off, and there we have it. Just a little bit of a different style to the two-tone. You'll see it doesn't go all the way up like it did on the Find X6. It sort of is cut around the camera module, so just a little bit different. Anyways, I'm gonna boot the phone up for the first time, and while it turns on, we're gonna take a closer look at the hardware. So down at the bottom, we've got our SIM card slot, microphone, USB Type-C port, and one of the speakers. Moving along, on the right side here, we have our power button, plus volume rockers right above them. Make note of the camera bump, fairly large because of the crazy camera system. Now, up towards the top, another microphone. Looks like an IR blaster's included. We've got another one of our speakers, and then along the left side here we have a slider here, which we haven't really seen in other devices except for OnePlus. So this will actually put it between silent, ring, and vibrate. There's 3 different modes. There's texture on the button itself, and that's it on the left side. Now, flipping it over, a closer look at that color. It does have OPPO down at the bottom. This definitely has some grip to it, and here we are. Again, in collaboration with Hasselblad, you have a 50 megapixel wide-angle lens with Sony's new Light 900 sensor, a 1-inch sensor, and then you have 3 more. So a 50 megapixel ultra-wide-angle lens, a 50 megapixel 3 times telephoto lens, and then a 50 megapixel 6 times telephoto lens. So 2 telephoto lenses, crazy. I'm really excited to take some shots with zoom. Now I'm going to run through the startup process and just talk about anything that's noteworthy. You can set up face unlock, but we are going to set up the in-display fingerprint scanner. Setting our thumb down, some vibration feedback does feel very premium overall. I am noticing that the camera module, since it's so large, you sort of have to rest your finger about here, at least I do, just to sort of counterbalance the weight. If I do have it underneath, it feels a little bit top heavy there. Anyways, continuing through, setting up that fingerprint scanner. There we go. All set up and ready to go. You can add more if you'd like to. The Find X7 Ultra has Color OS, which is their skin on top of Android. Let's get started. I also want to point out there is a pre-installed screen protector that I just peeled off. I would not recommend peeling it off. I would leave it on if I were you, but it is nice that it's included. And a close-up of that curved 6.82-inch AMOLED display at 1440p resolution. It's also a 120 hertz display, which I can tell is enabled out of the box just by how smooth it looks. But if we do go into display settings, scroll down, I want to show off the screen resolution. So out of the box, it's at 1080p. So if you'd like to take advantage of the 1440p, you have to go into settings out of the box and actually change it. Obviously, battery life will change depending on which one is enabled. And then screen refresh rate, auto select, you can force it to 120 hertz, or you can bump it down and throttle it at 60 hertz if you are looking to save more battery. Something else crazy about this display is that it gets up to 4,500 nits of peak brightness. So when you are outside in the sun, you will have absolutely no trouble seeing it from all angles. Very quickly, let's test out that in-display fingerprint scanner. Most of them are very quick and accurate these days, and this seems to be no different. There, we don't even need to turn the screen on. You saw you just find the right spot. I missed it there, but you don't have to turn it on, so you can just do it without even thinking about it. You do have the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 processor inside, plus a 5,000 milliamp hour battery and 50 watts of wireless charging. So really nice that they're bumping up the speed of wireless charging. Going into the camera application, you can have the Hasselblad watermark on or off when you do take your shots. And here we go. So I just want to snap a couple quick pictures. Shutter speed seems to be very quick as expected. And just a quick demo. So you have the 50 megapixel ultra wide angle lens. You can zoom in 2x with this button, 3x here, which is that optical zoom, and then all the way up to 6x optically. And they all work together to get better quality out of your zoom shots. Something new in the camera app is the master mode, which is going to take on characteristics of the Hasselblad X2D100C. So just a different style here. When we are in the master mode, you can go to auto or switch it over to pro mode to really customize it. Obviously, you can just go to pro mode. That's an option. Now, in terms of video, you can shoot all the way up to 4K, 60 frames per second. Interesting that they don't have an 8K option if that's something you're looking for. Portrait mode. So Hasselblad, again, is tuning these depending on which specific lens you're using, 1x, 2x, 3x, and even 6x. You just get a different effect out of it. Finally, going into more, here's a look at all of the other options you have, like a night mode, long exposure. Going back to photo, I really just want to quickly zoom in as far as I can to show you that you can zoom in up to 120x. You can get those moon shots and just really far away shots that generally just will turn out pretty blurry, but pretty crazy. You can zoom in that far on a phone. So anyways, OPPO's added AI and using computational photography in this lens. So I'm really excited to get outside and truly test it. So expect some shots. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll probably post some of the pictures over there. Now this phone is made for the Chinese market, hence why some of the apps and stuff are in Chinese. But going into settings, their OS on top of Android has some useful features and customization settings like wallpapers in different styles that you have, plus in special features such as split view, flexible window, smart sidebar. There's just a lot of different ones that are very useful. Now, I'm really hoping they do come out with a North American model for the Find X7 Ultra. This phone seems really crazy, but overall, I'm gonna have to go outside and really test out this quad camera system. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think about this device. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.